MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Time for Game 2 of the regular season between the Texas Rangers and the Houston Astros. Two great hitters lead their teams to battle next on MLB Network. Justin Verlander gets the ball for the opener in front of these hometown fans. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in the game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball, the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
2 balls and a strike to the Rangers leadoff hitter. Verlander is way up there among active pitchers in terms of career wins. He's earned more than 170 of them in his time at the big leagues. And a little off to begin the afternoon as it's to 3-1 now. The 3-1. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Here it comes now to Andrus. And that misses, ball 4. So a good battle to begin the ball game today, but the leadoff man will reach first anyway.
Yeah, well, when a guy's swinging the bat as well as he's been, this is a smart move. No reason to tempt fate out there.
To the plate now for Texas is the DH, Shin-Soo Choo, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Here's a strike. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the business, in my opinion, but sometimes has a tendency to fall into a pattern where he's given a little bit too much on that outside corner.
Yeah, D-Road, one of the things he'll do, he'll open up that outside corner, especially with left-handed batters.
Into the box, Nomar Mazara. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away.
You know what was really impressive to me about that strikeout? He fell behind 2-0 to start the at-bat. That's a pretty bad place to be, but then he kind of refocused himself and came right back with 3 quality pitches in a row to sit him down. That's not easy to do, but now his focus has to hone in on getting ahead on the next guy.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Very weakly on the ground. Andrus leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Correa is there. And the inning is over. Off to a great start in this one. Now the Astros will get their first opportunity. No score. Bartolo Colon is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Rangers. What's your take on him, Dan?
Bartolo Colon's been around for a while. He throws about 80% fastballs. Former Cy Young Award winner, 89 to 92 miles an hour. He's going to throw anywhere between 75 to 80% fastballs. Does have a curveball, will mix in an occasional changeup, primarily a fastball pitcher.
Popped him up. Beltre has room in foul territory. He's got it 1 away.
Batting second, third baseman.
Striding in for Houston, Alex Bregman. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 1-2. Hit hard towards center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Man at first for him following the 1-out single. Now the 1-1 pitch. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Robinson moves over. And that's the second out of the inning. Here's Carlos Correa now. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Way in front of a great slider that time. A runner on first with 2 away. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. The 2-2. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans.
I don't think he's going to triple up on changeup right there. He seemed to have gotten the timing down on that second one.
Colon pauses. 2-2 on its way home. Skied into straightaway right. Odor over to his left. And that ends the inning. One left for Houston. Still no score.
Here's Joey Gallo now.
Called strike, and he's behind 1-2. And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
In now, Rougned Odor. And look out. That might have got him right in the chest. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay.
Hey, that's great hustle right there out of the box. Not everybody's getting it right out of the chute from step one, but I have to ask you, Dan, how frustrating executing a pitch and there's an infield knock.
It is, D-Roy, and you can read that right off the bat as a pitcher. You can read the angle. You know that that ball is going to be hit on the ground, and you're thinking deep down inside, okay, there's a quick out, and it just wasn't meant to be.
There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Fisher racing back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And he's in safely at third as they jump ahead with a run scoring on the play.
Well, there's one way to get our first run of the game across. Good hustle there on an RBI triple, and they're in good shape to possibly make it 2-0 with another base hit here.
Standing in now, Robinson Chirinos. All even now, 2-2. No offer on that one, and Verlander's run at full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. Reddick has a read on it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will beat the throw to McCann, safe at home plate.
Great job there by this power hitter. Known for driving the ball out of the ballpark. Does the job right there with the sac fly and brings the run home.
Set to get his day started, Drew Robinson. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year. Looking to get things turned around in a hurry. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rangers 2 and the Astros nothing. Next up for the Stros, Josh Reddick. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Odor has it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Here's Marwin Gonzalez now, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. hard on the ground towards short. Throw to first, and Cologne's looking good here as he gets 2 quick ones to start the inning. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Here's Elvis Andrus now to start the inning out. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, and Dan Plesac with you in the booth for this one. The 3-1. Hit down the line at first. Gonzalez is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Shin-Soo Choo.
Striding forward now is the DH, Shin-Soo Choo, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Now batting, right fielder.
Digging in to try it again, Nomar Mazara. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Drilled down the line. And that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning this season.
Ready with the payoff pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
And that's 2 free passes in the 3rd inning alone, so you have to wonder if maybe it's something mechanical or if it's just psychological. Got to get back on track here.
Striding in once again, Joey Gallo. He could really open this lead up early if he can deliver here with the bases loaded. 1-2, here it comes. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. He's earned the right to live out there with the fastballs, as that's out number 2.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that could drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game, and he came back with another good pitch and got the punch out. A really nice job of taking it 1 pitch at a time.
3-1, here it is. Oh, and it misses, ball 4, and that will force home a run. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ryan Rua. He scored after tripling in his first plate appearance. What's he got in store for us here? So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Rangers 3 and the Astros nothing. Evan Gattis now standing in as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
A 2-2 count to the Astros catcher.
As long as you actually get it inside, that 2-seam fastball running towards the hands is a really good pitch.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Derek Fisher the next to bat, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Right side, scooped up on the backhand. Flip to Cologne covering, and it's in time for the putout. Here's George Springer, 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And a full count to George Springer. It's 3-2. Cologne's ready. Here it comes on 3-2. And a slider swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Ready for another chance? Robinson Chirinos picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
2 up, 2 down on strikes in this inning. He looks really sharp out there, guys.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and it's back to the top of the lineup now for Elvis Andrus. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right.
Hey, D-Roll, that's just what you want to do. Keep the pressure on. He's given up a couple of runs early already in this game, and now he gives up the 2-out single.
Yeah, no chance right there. You want to make this guy work. You want to try and get into their pen as quick as possible. And if 2-out knocks are the answer, then so be it.
Stepping in now, Shin-Soo Choo. And a good at-bat that time as he lays off for ball 4. And as a result, that'll move a runner up into scoring position now with 2 away. Joe Smith answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from the starter.
Number 42.
Still even at 2-2. The 2-2 one more time. And a hard sinker there, chopped foul at home plate. The 2-2. Slider whiffed on for strike 3. A great pitch to put an end to the inning. Rangers leave a pair, but they lead it 3-0. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Alex Bregman. He singled his last time up. The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2. Hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Robinson is after it. But it's over his head and it hops the wall for a ground rule double.
Well, he definitely puts a charge into this one, and the outfielder has 0 chance to make a play on. Next thing you know, the relievers in the pen have another ball to warm up with.
Here's the second baseman, Jose Altuve. Runner in scoring position here already following the ground rule double. Fastball, and looks like they're pinching him a bit here. It's 3-1.
Time for him to attack on the mound. He knows this team's struggling offensively. Don't mess around and try and nibble. Just be on the attack and let them beat you.
And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. So here's the Astros cleanup hitter, Carlos Correa. He flew out in his last at-bat. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. With runners in scoring position this season, Correa is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball play.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out. But the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball.
1 out away from stranding that runner on third. So the last thing you want to do is throw a wild pitch and let him score. Nice job there by the catcher to knock that one down.
Throw in time, and the side is retired. Astros leave 1. They trail in this one 3-0. digging in once again, Adrian Beltre. He'll start off the fifth in this one. Look into McCann, the 1-1. A swing and a miss at a ball down. Fouled away. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. And the recovery won't be in time as he'll beat the throw to first. Ready for another shot now, Joey Gallo. He's hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2.
Wow, that was a decent breaking ball right there, but that's just a pitch that's a little easier to lay off of when you're opposite-handed, opposite bat. You could see the sweep of the ball coming right into you. That was a great take.
So he notched the backwards K on that one. Joey Gallo is retired on strikes for the 3rd time tonight. Into the box now, Rougned Odor. And this one's tapped foul at home plate. Beltre, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Trying to pick up that outside corner, but this misses, and it's back to even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. A full count for Odor, 3 balls and 2 strikes.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Ready once again, Ryan Rua. 1 for 2 with a triple so far in this one. So 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike number 2.
Hey, I get where he's going right there. Sinker, and then pull the string back a little bit with that nasty changeup. But if those fall in the same quadrant, look for someone to get on top of one and crush it.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Hit out towards second. And there are 2 away now. So next to the plate for Texas, Robinson Chirinos. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. 1-2 to the Rangers catcher. Ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. Hard on the ground towards short. Correa is up with it. On to first, and the Rangers squander a good opportunity here as the side is retired. Rangers leave a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here's Marwin Gonzalez now. He leads off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy in the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man is aboard to start out the inning.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now. Ready with the 1-2. Liner in there for a base hit.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Evan
Gattis now standing in. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Maybe getting a little jumpy in the box, so he steps out and asks for time. The 1-1 home is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with two guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
This one's down to third. There's one. On to first, the double play.
Well, there's the pitcher's best friend right there. The inning was off to a rough start, right? But nothing changes that like a good old 2-ball. We'll see if they can strand the runner at third now.
Colon pauses. 1-1 pitch on its way. Outside with the fastball as the count moves to 2-1 now. Three balls and a strike to Houston's left fielder. George Springer would be next. Out of the stretch, here's his 3-1 home. A little bouncer. Gonzalez at third with 2 away. The 3-2 one more time. This one smoked the other way. High and deep to left. Gone as it's into the Crawford boxes. So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Oh, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Into the box, George Springer. Line drive to left. Rua is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. Astros plate 2 on the 2-run home run. We're through 5 here this afternoon. It's now a 3-2 ball game. Drew Robinson the next to dig in. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. The 1-2 misses for the second ball. The 2-2. Count remains 2-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Springer has a read on it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Elvis Andrus now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 42, Hector Rondon.
Now the payoff pitch home down the third baseline, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count offering on its way. On a line, that's a base hit.
That's the difference in today's games. Pitchers will throw any pitch in any count, but the batter was able to deliver on a 3-2 breaking ball.
In now, Shin-Soo Choo. Fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
And that one stayed too low, apparently. Rondon offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game. One left for Texas, but they still lead it 3-2. Digging in and looking for more, Alex Bregman. It was a two-bagger for him in his last at-bat. 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
Now you could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jose Altuve. It was a walk in his last trip. Now he ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2. The 1-2. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error so far for the Astros. Andrus will play this one at short. He's got it on to first, and it's dropped. And that'll almost certainly go into the books as an E3.
Now batting.
Here's Carlos Correa now. He was a double play victim last time around. Now a throw over, back in standing. Altuve leads off first with 1 away. A ball and 2 strikes now. There goes Altuve. Hit out towards second. On to first, and there are 2 down. So striding in, Josh Reddick, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And now the Ranger bullpen swings into action. A lefty and a right-hander are throwing down there. The 2-2. Line towards center field. That's in there. Base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And he is in to score from second as the throwing mistake defensively came back to factor into that one.
Dan, as a former infielder, I apologize for him. Nothing's more frustrating or upsets you more as a defender than making an error and seeing that guy come around the score.
You know what? And that's one of those cases as a pitcher, D-Row. There's not much you can do. Listen, there are physical and there are mental errors, and you just have to, as a pitcher, go ahead and look past that now and try to pick up your teammate and try to get it out any way you can.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, catcher Ryan McCann.
Now here comes the Rangers skipper out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And it looks like that'll end the afternoon for Bartolo Colon. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Nick Gardewine trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. Brian McCann will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and 2 away. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Gardewine, a 6'1" right-hander. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Here's a shot to left field and deep. Look at this. It's up and out of here into the archway. So a 3-run shot to left center. First home run of the campaign for him, and it's now 6-3.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way. And there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot. And you could tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch. And the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
Standing in now, Evan Gattis. High in the air down the right field line. Lazar is under it. And that ends the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. 4, 5, and 6 coming up to start the 7th. As they've doubled up now, it's 6-3. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's on to the 7th now with the Astros on top in this one. And as the final warm-up tosses are thrown, let's get a look at our game summary through 6 innings. Digging in to try it again, Adrian Beltre. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
The 2-1. Ties him up inside with a good fastball. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
This is the big out to get right here. This is their best hitter. He's a great hitter, and he's a guy that kind of spark plug. He gets this team going. So if I'm on the mound right now, you really want to try to get this guy out to hopefully keep them from getting a potential big inning started.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys in this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
The 2-1 home. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2.
Don't kid yourself. He's well aware that he has the hat trick right now. And after that swinging strike, he's looking at the golden sombrero.
Here now the 2-2. Is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
Wow, he's just a lost cause in this one. That's the 4th time he struck out in this game alone, and that's not something you'll forget very quickly. That's about as bad of a day as you can have.
Stepping in now, Rougned Odor. And he misses this one inside, and that'll run things full, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. Might have swung at ball 4 there as he manages to foul this one away. 3 runs, 6 hits, and 1 error in the ballgame for the Rangers. Hit hard, but right into the shift. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. Houston leads this one 6-3. Ready for another shot now. Derek Fisher. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he can't get out of the way there. So the leadoff man will be aboard to open up the inning.
Oh, and that was a big mistake right there. This guy might be their best base-stealing threat in the lineup. So now he's got a chance to move into scoring position without even putting the ball into play.
Into the box now, George Springer. Lifted in the air to shallow center field. Robinson on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out. And that'll bring up the former first-rounder Alex Bregman.
Alex Bregman.
In the dirt.
Well, the intent there with that 2-strike pitch was obviously to get him to fish for something he couldn't do a whole lot with, but there's the risk that comes with that as well. If you don't execute or your catcher can't handle it very well, you give up 3 bases.
Here's a little chopper up the middle. Andres over to his left. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Man, there's just no excuse for a middle infielder to make a play like that, especially your shortstop. Looked like a routine play, but for some reason, he just pulled the first baseman off the bag. It happens, but you never want to give a team extra outs.
On the ground toward the hole, and it's through. A base hit. And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Hey, that's what you try and do as an offense. You get a 4-run lead. They're grand slam ahead, Dan, but you're a former closer warming up. When you see a 3-run lead and then your offense gets it to 4 and you know that save situation's gone out the window, don't tell me that didn't hurt.
Oh, it does hurt. Oh, it does, because, Dero, the only way you're going to get into this game is it has to be a save situation. You sit and watch.
Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. So a 3-run shot to right center field. Home run number 3 here in the early going, as this is now a 7-run ball game.
You know, as a pitcher, there's nothing worse than getting taken deep, but it's something every pitcher has to deal with. Even the best pitchers give up home runs. You just have to refocus and go after the next hitter.
In now, Josh Reddick. Line drive to center field. Robinson is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
He got that one pretty good. It just didn't have the right launch angle to carry over the outfielder's head. Small difference where the ball hit the bat could have made all the difference.
Into the box, Marwin Gonzalez. And there's ball 2 now.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
Pulled toward right center field. Robinson is in pursuit. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. So they score 4 times on 2 hits, with the big blow being the home run. 1 error in the inning and no one left. 8th inning coming up. The Astros on top, 10-3. Digging in once again, Ryan Rua. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Astros, number 42, Will Harris.
A breaking ball swung on and missed, and he's set down for the 2nd time this afternoon.
Well, I have to give credit to him on the mound for not letting that previous pitch get him. He wanted it, but he didn't get the call. But I love how he didn't let it affect him, and he comes right back with another good pitch and gets the punch out.
Standing in now, Robinson Chirinos. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Full count, 3-2. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fouled off. Down the left field line and deep. And that will end up a foul ball. He'll try it again, 3-2. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Now batting, the center fielder,
Drew Robinson the next to dig in. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ball game. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
In a double play situation, you kind of expect most pitches to be down in the zone, hoping for a ground ball. So that was an interesting pitch selection to go up in the zone. I think he caught him off guard a little bit.
Into the box now, Elvis Andrus. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Rangers leave one. They'll need to do better than that. It's 10-3. Here's the catcher, Brian McCann.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
And he fouls this one off. The 1-2. And this is fouled at the plate.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance. And hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Here's another 1-2. And right into the shift. Adore is there. And that's out number one. Evan Gaddis now standing in. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Yeah, you ain't kidding, Matty. Dan, what does this feel like when balls are just flying out of the yard?
Hero, it's just one of those days when you're out there as a pitcher going, oh, I wish I was somewhere anywhere else but on that bump right now. This has the makings of being a long game.
The 1-1. Drilled on the ground to short. There is Andrus. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. Astros go down 1-2-3. They still lead by 7. It's 10-3. Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Colin McHugh is out from the bullpen now as he'll be making his first appearance of this young season. Look into McCann, the 1-1. A fastball right over the outside corner. The 1-2. Little dribbler down the line. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Rangers, right fielder, Nomar Mazara.
Ready once again, Nomar Mazara, who comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now. And that misses 2-2. And he'll strike out here yet again, as it's been a ball game to forget thus far. 4 strikeouts.
Looked to me like he had the right idea with the swing on that pitch, and he just didn't get the bat through the zone in time. The pitch was away. He let it get deep, maybe trying to take it the other way, but it got too deep and was by him by the time his barrel could get in the correct position.
And this one misses inside a ball. He walked him, and they've got themselves a 2-out base runner.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Now what's left of this crowd this afternoon gets to their feet. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Hey, listen, everyone knows it's a long season, but a journey of 1,000 miles has to begin with the first step, and they've just taken that first step. 1-0 to start the year has to feel awfully good.
10-3 at the end of this contest. The Astros scored 10 runs on the way to victory. Hector Rondon gets the win in relief, his second of the year. So that's a wrap for us here this afternoon. For Mark, Dan, and the rest of our crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB Network.
Fans, our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Astros. 10 runs on 10 hits. 1 error. They left 2 men on base. For the Rangers, 3 runs on 7 hits. 2 errors. They left 11 men on base. The winning pitcher is Hector Rondon. His record is now 2-0. The loss goes to Bartolo Colon. He falls to 4-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 43 minutes. Our paid attendance at Minute Maid Park this afternoon, 40,950. The Astros thank you for attending and remind you to please drive home safely.